Hey everyone, John Mangas here, Metro Toledo John. Today is March the 11th of 2019. Welcome back to Monday Mojo and a spring market, right? I declare that the spring market for 2019 begins today. There's a 70-degree day in our forecast on Thursday this week. I know what that means. That means rain or shine, people are going to start getting in the mood to be in the housing market. You know, January and February didn't maybe quite hit the mark that we were looking for, right? Not just here in Ohio, but across the country from the people I talked to at the RE/MAX convention and from around our state. So what that means is that there's a little bit of a pent-up demand going to be happening, which means that the market for the spring is going to compress even that much more. So that means that you need to take extra action, that you need to be more on your A game than you normally are, right? That means you got to take it up a notch or two or three, do 200% of what you normally do to leverage this spring market. Because let's face it, we only get one spring market every year, and it starts today. And spring market is like where the seeds are planted that really just blossom for the rest of the year. So take a look at your old leads. What are you doing with your old leads? When's the last time that you reached out to the buyer leads, seller leads, any lead, and made contact with them, particularly those leads that have come in post last spring market. So all of those leads that have just kind of been sitting there, this is the perfect time to reach out and connect with them. Make contact, develop some dialogue. Don't just shoot a drip or an email or a text. Pick up the phone, call them, and talk to them. Off markets and expireds, those are a huge treasure trove of opportunity. Again, look at really anything from maybe September through now that has gone off market or expired. If it hasn't come back on the market, if it's in a market area that you work, pick up the phone, call them, talk to them. If not, drop them something in the mail, but make it personal. Don't just try and stalk them down through social channels and expect that to work, right? Make it personal, be the expert. Another tip is to show up to everything right now. In other words, you may be working 7 days a week for the foreseeable future because, again, we only get one spring market, right? So show up to everything. Be omnipresent. Be there, engage, know your numbers, know your stats, know the market. Explain why this is the time to start preparing for the market that's no doubt going to follow up with us, right? Look at your social channels. What are you messaging? What are you saying? If you're talking about January and February, stop it now. Start talking about the spring market, the activity, the excitement, and the energy that goes with a spring market and a spring real estate market. And lastly, let's talk about opens. Get in opens, maybe every Saturday and Sunday, but at least every Sunday. Invite the neighbors, do a preview from maybe 1 to 2 or 1 to 1:30 for just the neighbors, and then open it up to the public from 2 to 4 or whatever works in your market. But be in opens, be engaged, be talking to people, be reaching out, be following up. Do all those things that you know you need to do, and do them 200% of normal right now. Make it a great week.